Disclaimer. Please note, by listening to my review, you may learn more about the storyline than so desired. Please listen at your discretion. Thank you. Review: Good Hair. Now, this is a movie by Chris Rock, which is really a documentary, and it is funny, but it talks about black people's hair, especially the problems black women have with their hair. Because, of course, our natural hair, which is what mine is right now, all mine, it tells about us conforming to a white supremacist society, which means that unless your hair is straight, it is not good enough. Naps in the back ain't good. Naps period ain't good. Afros are out. It didn't really talk about men having problems with their hair because they can just buzz it off. But it really talked about black women and how our hair is our crown, our jewel, how much we pay for a weave. It talked about the dangerous chemicals in perms to straighten our hair out. You know, it showed a Coke can being dipped in perm juice and how it took off all the paint on the Coke can and then dipped in for, that's 1 hour, then dipped in for 2 hours. It really took the paint off, and then dipped in for 4 hours. It incinerated the aluminum can. Aluminum can had dissolved in this stuff, and we put this stuff on our hair, the stuff that makes our hair straight. So it talked about how damaging that could be to us. It also talked about the weaveology, you know, how we got to get the weave, got to get the hair, and it had Nia Long in it and Raven Simone and some other people wearing their weaves and talking about how proud they are that they wear their weaves, and they're real picky about their weaves and how much they pay for their weaves. So it was a whole thing about black hair. Also, it showed a black hair show. It went to, I guess it was Atlanta Black Hair Show, and of course you have these kind of guys that are in the hair show. Of course you have them. And it just kind of is a comedy, but it's really very informative. And it talks about how we should be just more proud for embracing who we are as black people. It didn't really have a budget, because I wondered how much did Chris Rock pay for this movie, since we are documentary filmmakers as well. I wondered if we could make something like that, if we could afford a Chris Rock budget. Also, he talked about Indian hair. Most of us think Indian hair is like the American Indian hair. This is from India hair. You know, and he goes to India and he talks about how it's a religious tradition to scrape off all your hair, shave it all off, get every inch of that hair, and they sell it, and that's where the majority of hair comes, is from India. Well, I liked the documentary. I thought it was funny. It used a couple of the N-words. We got to really get that out of the media. But overall, I thought it was a good point. It was a good premise. It was something that needs to be discussed. And I am Pearl Jr. for BlackMediaReview.com.